August 22nd, 2024, Clarkston, Georgia. What should have been a routine daycare pickup turns into a full-blown custody showdown. Cops, court orders, and pure chaos. Christopher Teasley rolls up like clockwork, court order in hand, ready for his weekend with his son. But here's the twist. He's not even legally legitimized yet, but the court still gave him visitation. It's been smooth. Until today. Today, the child's mother, Chelsea Lyles, shows up early, snatches the kid before Chris arrives, and says she's done with the arrangement. Chris says she's blocking his visits on purpose, and to really spice things up, they both have restraining orders on each other. That's right, neither one is supposed to be anywhere near the other. But wait, it gets juicier. The court ordered all exchanges to go through the grandparents, but that hasn't happened. Chris has been picking up his son directly from daycare, no problem, until now. Now, we've got two parents in a standoff, both showing up at the same time. A daycare manager caught in the middle, just trying to keep the peace. And two grandmas on speakerphone, pleading their child's case, like backup attorneys. Meanwhile, toddlers are peeking out with juice boxes, wondering why the cops are here during nap time. So here's the mess. Two parents, both with mutual restraining orders. Grandparents supposed to handle the exchange, nowhere in sight. Daycare manager just trying not to lose her mind. Cops trying to untangle this soap opera. And a kid caught in the middle. Who's right? Who's wrong? Who's about to get cuffed? And who's just being petty? And who turned daycare pickup into a custody cage match with a toddler audience? Let's roll the body cam and let you be the judge.
Just trying to get my kid, that's it. And it's my time and she won't give it to me. But she's the one that called you, I bet.
You don't have a set time?
4 o'clock. And she tried to get him right before 4 to disappear. Because I don't know where she lives at.
Are you legitimized?
About to be. I'm just in the process, but we have a court order.
I mean, but until you get it all the way done, then legally, like, until so they make written agreements and all that stuff, it's like no way for me to go tell her, okay, this is, I can't tell her this is that, because legally right now she has all the custody. She has legal physical custody.
We're both the parents of her.
I'm saying, but
I understand what you're saying. That's why I'm going through legitimation, because the police can't tell me I can't see him, and she can't tell me I can't see him.
I mean, yeah, if you come here to, well, I guess daycare is one thing, but
she won't. She just won't. She just took him and hid him from me so he wouldn't see my face, because she knows he's gonna want to go with me.
Yeah, there's like nothing we can do about that part till the legitimation process gets finished.
That's why I can't leave this spot right now.
What do you mean?
Because it's my days and he has to come with me. If I leave
he's
the
not
spot,
coming with
like
you. If you take him, you get in charge of kidnapping.
I would rather get charged with kidnapping my own son than leaving him.
I'm not threatening you. I'm just letting you know.
It was kind of threat, but I mean, that's why I'm going through legitimation.
Okay, well, let me say this again.
And I'm going through primary.
Okay, let me reiterate it. If you was to take the child and you're not, the legitimization is the process isn't done yet, then like legally, I'm not saying like I'm just going, okay, I'm about to arrest you for kidnapping, but legally, she could call and say,
I bet she could.
That's what I meant by that.
Yeah, I mean, she can. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm going through legitimation. I ain't saying you trying to give me a hard time, but I cannot leave and not see him. I'm just not from here, So if she takes him and she goes, I won't see him until I try the next week, and then we're here again.
That's her?
No, it's this her car right here. That's mine over there. That's why she's not trying to leave. So we can go inside and try to talk to her, but I
mean, I can't make her stop and talk to you.
Not to me.
I can't. I'm saying I can't make her make you see your son. Like I said, the legitimation process.
But she can't stop me from seeing him either, though, right?
I mean, like I said, unless it's something that says you can't be near her, like you want to come here.
Right, nothing at all. And that's what she's not letting me do.
I mean, what do you mean?
She's not letting me.
Why you just don't come before she gets here to pick him up?
They won't let me inside until it's my time to get him. That's why she tried to come before my time to get him so he could disappear. That's Miss Stacy. That's the one that owns it.
So, I mean, I get that we're trying to work this out, but I don't want to speak on parents out that come and listen to police officers. We think enough. So can we, move this in the parking lot or do something? I get it. I'm so sorry, and I sympathize with what you're going through. But I got to think about everybody.
I am. I mean, I can move the cars, but I'm Miss Stacy. I'm not leaving until I see him.
Okay.
And she's not trying to let me see him.
So
that's
like,
her
what
problem.
grounds? Does he have any grounds? I mean, what?
So you don't have no rights to the kid at all?
They saying I can see him here, but if he leaves here, I can't see him. But she won't even let me see him here.
From what I
And my
understand,
hands
she
are
has
tied
a,
until I get a different reporter.
from what I understand, she has a TPO on you.
No, we had mutual restraining orders. That's where she's getting y'all. She's thinking that I'm doing something to her, but we had mutual restraining orders against each other. So she's not supposed to be here on Thursday at all. But she showed up before my time to pick him up, so I won't see him until next week. You see how weird? That's why I'm in legitimation going for primary. I'm not here to stress nobody out or to be inconsiderate about other people either.
So do you have paperwork? Everybody been served, all that stuff?
Yeah,
Been in court?
yeah. We got a final date, October 7th.
So do you have paperwork that says she's not supposed to be here on Thursday?
We have a mutual restraining order. That's what that is. But yeah, I have paperwork on it.
Can I see it?
Can I get a picture of it to you?
So what I have is
Okay. Or whatever you
document
want.
that says he can pick up from here on Thursday between the hours of 4 and 6.
Does it say from here?
I think it does say here, but he can't pick him up until 4. So that's where the problems come in, because she'll show up before 4 o'clock to get him, so he can't. So I just,
It's a court order document?
yes, it's from. Let me go get it.
Okay. Is the lady inside too?
She is.
Okay.
She is. You want to speak with her?
What? Yeah. I won't cause you no chaos and all you said. Yes, I'm assuming she called because he was standing outside the car and just not leaving.
Every week is the same thing. Every week is something.
With them too?
Yes.
Oh, this is my first time meeting.
Yeah. So, well, they haven't gone this far to where they call it. So, it's something we can't even cover.
Visitation exchanges will be facilitated.
So if anything, she breaking a restraining order now. She should have stayed at home.
So yeah, it's supposed to go to the grandparents. Right?
Supposed to, that's exchange and stuff. That's what they say. But since she's giving me the option to either pick up at 4, or she could come meet us all the way until 6 o'clock. But she refused to meet. So me and my parents got to drive 2 hours away just to come pick them up. And then she do some shit like this, and have us stranded out here and want us to be mad that we're not getting them. Like, come on, I'm just trying to be a dad, man. It's hard to explain that shit to everybody.
As long as you got the paperwork, we can do it.
I'm telling her, like, she don't get, and she's the one that made that time. She's the one that put everything in place because she thought she was gonna get a TPO out on me. That's what it was. And then the judge flipped it around and gave her a restraining order.
Yeah,
So
Thursday, which is today, you got him from between 4 and 6.
Yeah, all the way until
Sunday.
Sunday.
So every day you get to see him
Every
4 to 6.
Yeah, every week. No, every week on Thursday through Sunday, I pick them up between 4 and 6, and I have them between Thursday and drop them back off on Sunday.
Okay.
But she meets me then to pick him back up. But she won't meet me to drop him off.
So y'all not supposed to see each other face to face. I know that's supposed to go through the grandparents. From what this
they supposed to be doing everything, but she don't even abide by that. She goes to my court. We got to find a date October 7th. That I already know she's not right in the head. That's why she's
are you
not trying to
documenting
let me
every
see
time
my
this happens?
Yeah. I'm just too smart for her, bro. She got all the brains and shit, but she don't know how to use it. I'm not.
So if he's here, what time he leaves here? Like, gets out of daycare. So you're supposed to pick him up Thursdays.
On Thursday.
Have him until
He don't
Sunday,
come
3
on
o'clock.
Friday. I'll take him back to my hometown and be with him. She don't understand. She don't understand the rules and she don't.
Hold on to that. I'll be right back. I'm going to let him know.
I mean,
Get it
I'm not.
upset. And I'll pull that court order while you're.
Okay, I'm not stopping you from leaving. I was just trying to.
No,
see what's
sir,
going
I'm
on.
talking about the person.
Yeah, it's another officer out there.
No, I'm talking about the person that I have the order with. That's what I'm.
Yeah, I'm saying it's another officer out there with him.
Okay, it is. So he just want to get an understanding of what's happening. Of course.
Alright, so to my understanding, I mean, if I'm wrong, excuse me, but I think it's some. Well, you pick your son up right now. He's not legitimized. He told me he's going through the process and whatnot, so it's not finished yet. So basically, you still have all to say so. Alright, clear on that part. So there's some type of paper anywhere that says where he picked him up on Thursday.
It does say that, but it's to my consent, right? And so the issue
To your
is that
consent.
to my consent, but also because he's already violated the order multiple times. So I have multiple voicemails from him. I have an email from him. He's been showing up to the visitation exchange where he's not supposed to be. So I've already filed contempt papers. Our hearing is not until October for the contempt. So he hasn't been held in contempt yet. But because of those things and him violating the order, I don't feel safe with my son going because every time I show up to get my son, instead of his grandparents being there, that person is there.
What about him?
Hold on, mother.
I said, what about him makes you feel like unsafe? I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just wondering if there's something.
So we're not, mama. Sorry, I'm like.
No, I'm just not me, y'all. That's why I'm asking. What makes
Yeah.
you feel unsafe?
So what makes me feel unsafe is the verbal harassment and abuse that I had to endure, and the reason why we have the order. Originally, I had a TPO. The TPO was not granted because the judge said that he did not see enough evidence of violence. He only saw verbal abuse, right? And so he did not see that as meeting the threshold of needing a TPO, but he did grant the order because he said, I have the transcripts of the court. You don't need to have contact with her by any means. So I'm not reaching out to him. I'm able to comply with the order, but for some reason he's not able to comply and has been reaching out and been showing up to visitation. And when he showed up this past Sunday, when I picked up my son, I did not say anything to him. He says to me, well, I'm not sorry that I came. You're violating the order which is court mandated, and you're not following that. I'm not going to keep putting myself in a position to be harassed and intimidated. I'm not putting myself in that position. When I show up, you're trying to talk to me, you're trying to give me a gift, you're trying to do all this. I don't want to, leave me alone. Just leave me alone. When I pull out of the parking lot, you're riding on my bumper, leaving me voicemails, sending me emails, all this stuff. Just leave me alone. And I feel like this whole situation is like if I'm not getting beat up and I'm not being physically abused and it's not taken seriously. Shallow, walk back in this way. Thank you. We're not walking outside yet. And I don't have to be harassed. And it's just not appropriate. And regardless, at the end of the day, the order says what it says.
Okay, so the order that he's supposed to pick up Thursday, is that through you or did he go and get that?
I initiated. The judge issued a mutual restraining order between the two of us. It says that he is allowed to pick him up on Thursdays between the time of 4 to 6 p.m. and that he's to be returned to me through the grandparents. He stopped returning through the grandparents and he's been showing up himself.
Okay, but that's been outside of Clarkston though?
Yeah, we meet in Jefferson, Georgia. Okay. That's not halfway.
I mean, I really can't enforce that part. That's all I was asking. Okay. Well, I can't enforce that part.
Yeah, that's fine.
But as of right now, you can't pick him up. Can I see the copy of the order that says?
Yeah, certainly.
I just.
And show him the transcript from the last hearing where you had to get it amended, where the judge says you were at the mercy of the mother. Until you are legitimized, it is whatever the mother says.
I'm saying, so does that order say where you have, anything about you have to?
No, it just says what he is allowed to do. It doesn't say anything about what I can or cannot do. It just says he is allowed this. But at the end of the day, I'm still the sole custody parent.
But it's not mandating that he pick him up on this day. And can you turn this out?
Is this a police officer?
Yes, mother.
Okay.
Give him a second to read, please.
So, you were Chelsea. That's Christopher outside.
Yes.
And let him know how you had to move.
He can hear you, Mom. He can hear you.
Okay. All right. I want to give him an opportunity to read this order, but you have to put things in context. Do you have a copy of the transcript from the last hearing, Chip?
Yes.
Where you have, well, show him a copy of the transcript, right? The transcript tells him. So this is a non-legitimized father who has no legal rights. What he does have is based on what Chelsea agreed to in the courtroom, the order that you're looking at now, which is the amended order. It was agreed upon under certain conditions. The agreement was,
Okay, well.
right, he could get his child on Thursdays from 4 to 6, on the condition also that the grandparents was going to be returning the child on Sundays at 3.
Facilitated
In
by
the
the
last
woman.
3 weeks, the grandparents have refused to show up and return the child. Even though there's text messages between, now I'm the maternal
Okay.
grandmother.
No, I see it now.
As
So.
you see,
Mama, he said that he sees it, Mama.
I just read so he shouldn't be here right now. Basically, picking him up. The grandparents supposed to pick him up and return him, right?
Really, it's not even about that. It's
No,
about-
that's what the order.
Yes.
I didn't see nothing. It says
The
y'all
point-
not supposed to have no contact.
That's just the point.
Okay.
That's just the point. And basically, officer, what's been happening, I've communicated through my mother to the grandparents, right? And grandparent communication, my mom has communicated. Because he keeps showing up at visitation, she's not allowing him to go. And what they're trying to do is be smart and beat me at the game and just come get him anyway. Even though I've said this is not allowed and I'm not allowing it based on these violations, they're trying to come get him anyway. And I'm not.
What you got?
So she got the same thing he basically has. Thursdays at 4.
That's not the
10,
amended
4
order.
o'clock.
No.
He has the same thing. I just read it on his phone.
No, I'm saying what hers says. It don't say nothing about him. It says they're not supposed to have no contact with grandparents. Supposed to come. So really, he shouldn't be here right now.
So I need a copy of that, 'cause this is all I have. So
I've
you
given
need to
the
give
amended
me-
order.
You probably read that.
I don't have it.
Shiloh, come back this way, baby. Shiloh. Shiloh. Come back this way.
So, yeah, I need the updated court.
Mother,
order.
you're on speaker.
Okay, wait. What's the date on that one? This one is June.
Transcript from the amended order that says to the respondent who is here today, right?
That's June
the
18th.
unlegitimized, that you have a
16
right.
p.m.
If she says no more visitation,
That says July.
it's no more visitation. Because she,
Okay, so this one is updated. This one is old.
I am.
Yeah. So this the updated one. Well, the one you're reading, that's the updated one.
No, baby, it's not safe. Because it's hard. You might get hurt.
Yeah, the grandparents.
Did it that
Yeah.
time.
This says on his too, the grandparents. It didn't say who
No.
they can get him. But they
And
can't.
also tell them about the reports that you had to file in Jefferson County. 3 weeks ago, the same issue. Again, she's consenting to a Thursday visitation upon the grandparents returning him on Sunday. Well, that has happened in the last 3 weeks. So my daughter, she should not have to continue to subject herself to being having
Be careful.
face-to-face contact with him when that was not the agreement. But he continues to show up on Sundays knowing that the order refuses and says you can't do that. That's harassment, it's intimidation, with no accountability. Jefferson County, give them the case number. Jefferson County took a report just 3 weeks ago. She has 2 additional reports that she had planned to file today.
There you go.
The email he sent her, the text messages he
Yeah.
sent her, and he's
That's what I'm saying.
Mom, they're not listening. They're not listening. Give me a moment, please.
The grandparents have.
I mean, I'm sorry. She was trying to
It's
talk,
okay.
I was
No,
trying to
I
talk.
respect it.
But no, I know she wants a copy of hers, so can you email a copy
Yes,
of
I
that to her?
can.
Yeah, I have my email? Okay, thank you.
Alright. I'm gonna say, if you want to go with us and go to your car, well,
Well,
if you're not
Miss
stopping for a
Stacy.
reason.
I want to explain to him that
Yeah.
Okay.
Miss, can you ask Miss Stacy to come back, please?
it's on his thing too. The
Okay.
grandparents.
Yeah. Miss Stacy. Please tell me he's gonna go talk to him. I just want to clear the air because I feel like the last time this happened, I feel like when this, I can't help that this is happening. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you're frustrated with me.
No.
And it feels personal.
I'm not frustrated with you. You understand my point of view. First of all, my first concern is him.
Me
He
too.
is my first concern. And then,
Let me see the order one more time. I believe I have it.
That's the amended order that she changed. Another police man right there too.
Doesn't move it. Yeah, see, just like on hers right here, everything has to go through the grandparents. So you can't even come get him from there. The grandparents have to.
I can't understand that. So why is she here?
I don't know why she's here, but
So she should get her mom to come down there. And then we'll have a visitation exchange. That's how it should be. Good.
yeah. Yes, sir. Everything is supposed to be handled to the grandkids.
So
So
tell her to get her parents down here so we can have an exchange.
I can't make her do any of that stuff.
I can't leave without her.
I mean, that's fine, but she can actually take the child right now, unless the grandparents are here.
Until I see him, I'm not going anywhere. That's what she knows. She knows that I'm not leaving.
I mean, you can,
Until he sees.
like I said, you can stay here if you want, but if she walks out with the kids, she walk out with
She
the kids.
ain't gonna walk out.
Because your grandparents aren't here and her grandparents aren't here, so.
She ain't gonna walk out until I see him. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
she is.
But that's for what?
Because
Without me seeing him? Not without me seeing him. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be waiting until you come.
Sounds good. He feels he's not leaving until he sees his child, so we're gonna walk her out. If he interferes at all, he's getting arrested.
Okay.
Or at least detained, not even arrested, just detained. So he basically feels he doesn't care. She's not leaving without seeing he's not leaving without seeing the child.
Hold on, mother.
It's
Hold on.
It's his thing. So we can walk her out there.
No, I don't want my,
J1 from her, huh?
I don't want my baby to see him because y'all like. I feel like this is just me venting and being for real. Like I'm being treated like I'm a bitter baby mom, and all I want to do is be left alone so that he can't see him. I'm not trying to keep them apart, you know what I'm saying? But when you keep violating my orders,
So why you guys grandparents are not coming to get the
I
child?
don't know why they're not coming anymore. They refuse to stop coming. They lied last week, and I said, hey, I want to come this weekend. Can y'all promise that y'all are going to be there Sunday to meet me? They said yes. I show up and he's there. Like they be lying to me, so I can't let him go. And y'all keep putting me in these situations. And that's what I said earlier. Is like because I'm not getting beat up, it's like people don't want to take it seriously that I need to be left alone. Like the papers say what it say, whether y'all feel like it should be there or not. Respect it. The court said it.
So you need to take him back to court.
I have filed contempt papers. Our hearing isn't until October. The judge really don't want to deal with it if we being for real. Because the last time we had to go back to court, it was quick. Now all of a sudden it's our custody hearing is on October 7th. I filed contempt papers. Oh, we're not going to do the hearing until October 10th. It's August. Y'all in a small county. Y'all ain't got that much going on. You did that on purpose because he doesn't want to deal with it. The judge didn't give me the TPO. He said, this is verbal abuse. I don't see enough violence. Verbal abuse is violence. Intimidation, harassment is violence. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you don't want to deal with it. In reality, you don't want him to look bad because he's trying to fight me on this. Like, you don't want to take it seriously. Like, I just need a report from today that this stuff has happened, and I just don't want him to, I don't want him to see him because that's going to hurt my baby. I don't care about him. I don't want him crying and upset. You feel me? Like, I don't want to see that happen. Mommy, I already asked for a report. Can you give me a second to handle it? Thank you. So, yeah. Maybe if I can ask Miss Stacy to stay with him for a moment so I can pull my car around or something because I just don't want them crossing paths.
Because honestly, he's probably going to follow you. You take
And
your
I
car,
move,
bring it
y'all,
over
and I
there.
move, like, I just... Shit.
I think.
Oh my God. Mama.
Lieutenant was just here, so I told him I might call him back.
Hold on, Mama. You said what now? Show it to me.
Violation of crime of violence.
The printer?
Can you 5-9 back over here? Yes, sir. Thank you.
You said what, Mama?
He's on the way back. Okay.
Yeah, babe. What's wrong? You want some water? I know. I can't go ask this
Can
woman
you?
right
You have an iPhone?
now. I do.
Can you airdrop me that?
The order?
Yes.
Oh, and officer, can we go ahead and get a report filed on the email contact that you sent her?
Email
While you all are
contact.
Yeah,
here?
he sent me an email. Hold on 1 second. Mama, let me send him this order.
So where are you guys? Where do you guys live?
We live down the street. We're here. He's in Hart County. I didn't put them. Mama, please.
That he does not know where she
I know he
lives.
doesn't know. I told them that. I told them that I moved. I already told them that. I made that clear. Are you brown?
Yeah.
And you let him know you have no family there. Your family lives in South Carolina.
So my lieutenant is on the way. My lieutenant's on the way. Hopefully he can talk some sense to them more than we can. If not, then he'll probably be getting arrested today.
Officer Brown, will you all be able to give her a report for the email contact he made with her 3 weeks ago?
Possibly. I'm going to check in with my lieutenant that's on the way here, and
Okay.
I will take it from there.
Okay. We know that you all can't do the report from Jefferson County last week, but she planned on calling today to file that report, but because she
I want to go home.
in DeKalb County, which is where she lives, she was
Mommy,
instructed by
that's your
the
father,
Women's
Mommy?
Hope Center or something to contact
your
DeKalb County
pocket.
to file the report.
So
I got my
we're down the
pocket
block.
too,
It makes a
Mommy.
difference because it's either on the
Mommy.
county or on us. So like when you say down the block, we mean down the block.
Mommy,
Hold on 1 second, my love.
I got
Once-
my pocket.
I love that. You know where Happy Cross is on the corner? It's a smoke shop right there next to the gas station. If you stay straight, I'm on. I don't want to say the road. Gateway. Do you know the Gateway neighborhoods apartment complex?
So those are going to be on the DeKalb County. So we
And
can't.
y'all are Clarkston County.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, Mom, they can't because I had to do it in my county. Come here. Shy. Yeah, they're gone.
I fully understand the emails. If it was my county, I would have did the report, but because it happened in
Mommy,
My
DeKalb
county.
yeah.
I understand. Mama, they believe me. They're not doubting me. They're not doubting me. Okay, Mama, well, you have to hang up. Alright, I'll call you back. I got it. Yeah, my love. You said what?
you forgot your key.
Oh, thank you. Shut up.
So is it his grandparents that's only supposed to be going through this, or your grandparents as well?
His parents. When we discussed this in court.
Mommy.
So you can meet with the grandparents, you can't meet with him. Okay.
Correct. Yeah, babe. Oh, hold on a minute. We can go in a little bit, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. So this is one from July 21st. So this was when he showed up the first time and he wasn't supposed to.
Here.
This was at the Visitation exchange. Oh my gosh, why is this July 21st? I know. Come here, Shy.
Mommy, I
like groceries, clothes, shoes. I think daycare needed some water.
Are your pants on backwards?
I meant to ask you that.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks, my bad for that.
My pants is
So if you could let my mom know, and we'll send you some money. Thank you.
Yeah. Save that for the judge.
I got it.
Let me go check my lieutenant. I believe he's here. I'll be right back. So my lieutenant is here. I'm gonna try to have him talk some sense into him
Okay.
and tell him about everything that's going on, so that he could just leave. But if not, gotta handle it. I got you. Give me 1 second.
So whenever you file the contempt, like do we need to do a report for you to file the contempt?
I've already filed it. It's been accepted, and they scheduled the hearing. It's not till October. So until October, I just have to keep filing reports and stuff happens, and that's all I can do right now.
He doesn't care. She's not leaving without seeing. He's not leaving without seeing the child.
Hold on, mother. Hold on.
It's his day. So we can walk her out there.
Yeah, well, that's about to be J1 for that, huh?
And I don't want my baby to see him because that's y'all like. I feel like I'm just. And this shit is just like I'm being treated like I'm a bitter baby mom, and all I want is to be left alone so that he can't see him. I'm not trying to keep them apart, you know what I'm saying? But when you keep violating the order,
So why you guys' grandparents are not coming to get the child?
nobody's not coming anymore. They refuse to start coming. They lied last weekend. I said, hey, I'll let him come this weekend because y'all promised that y'all were going to be there Sunday to meet me. They said yes. I show up and he's there. Like, they be lying to me, so I can't let him go. And y'all keep putting me in these situations. And that's what I was saying earlier. Is like, because I'm not getting beat up, it's like people don't want to take it seriously that I need to be left alone. Like, the papers say what it say, whether y'all feel like it should be there or not. Respect it. The court said it.
You need to take him back to court.
I have filed contempt papers. Our hearing isn't until October. The judge really don't want to deal with it if we be in for real. Because the last time we had to go back to court, it was quick. Now all of a sudden, it's our custody hearing is on October 7th. I filed contempt papers. Oh, we're not going to do the hearing until October 10th. It's August. Y'all in a small county. Y'all ain't got that much going on. You did that on purpose because he doesn't want to deal with it. The judge didn't give me the TPO. He said, this is verbal abuse. I don't see enough violence. Verbal abuse is violence. Intimidation, harassment is violence. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you don't want to deal with it. In reality, you don't want him to look bad because he's trying to fight me on this. Like, you don't want to take it seriously. Like, I just need a report from today that this stuff has happened, and I just don't want him to, I don't want him to see him because that's going to hurt my baby. I don't care about him. I don't want him crying and upset. He told me, like, I don't want to see that happen. Mommy, I already asked for a report. Can you give me a second to handle it? Thank you. So, yeah. Maybe if I could ask Miss Stacy to stay with him for a moment, so I can take my car around or something. I just don't want them talking that.
That's honestly crazy fault. You take
And
your
I
car,
moved,
bring it
y'all,
over
and
there.
I moved. Like, I just. Shit.
I mean, I think.
No.
Let me see something.
Can we make a report out of this? Or get a case number or whatever?
It's definitely gonna be one.
There?
It's definitely gonna be one.
Definitely gonna be one.
Yeah.
Good. That's what I need. What's the commotion, man? What
Cause
they saying about me? Lieutenant J asked was we good.
yeah, there he is. That's why we called him back. He got more knowledge on this than me.
Lieutenant think he gonna scare me away from my family.
No, he not gonna scare you away. I called him because I got more knowledge on this.
What's he saying, bro? Oh, you can't tell me what you talking about.
You said what?
You can't tell me what you talking about.
Oh, I mean, when I talk, I got a copy of I got an updated copy of the paper you gave the other officer. The paper. Did you get him a paper?
I showed him a picture.
Okay, well, what he showed me was something from July 18th.
That's it. What I just showed him the amendment order.
I'm saying, but what it?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up.
Just on a second. Well, it's not because his father's not legitimized. The mother came to pick the son up so she could go. The father said he wasn't leaving until he sees the son. And I basically told him, we can't make the son see you because you're not legitimized, and then we're not gonna make her stop and talk to you, and then you're not also taking the son. Or I did say it like kind of blunt, but I told him, I said, if you take the son without her consent, you're gonna be charged with kidnapping. I reiterated it and let him know what I mean was. Because he's not legitimized.
More or less.
Yeah, because he can't.
Yeah.
And then I went and talked to the mother. She showed me there's a family violence order. Like on the order, it says the grandparents are supposed to like between Thursdays and Sunday, between the hours of like 6 and like 4 and 6, whatever, come and pick them up. But it says the grandmother's supposed to come pick the kid up and drop the kid off. And then it says him and the complainant, they're not supposed to have like any contact. Because the family violence order said both of them has a mutual restraining order. Like those two, like him and the mother, they're not supposed to have contact. And so I did.
So what's the restrictions on the mutual contact then?
Yeah, like they're not like.
Does she have the paper with her right now?
Yeah, she got on her phone when she pulled up.
Oh,
I just.
Let me get my glasses.
I wasn't sure if I was reading it right. I didn't know if we had ag stalking. That's all. But no, I wasn't sure. It sounded like right now we got have aggravated stalking because on the order form I read he's not supposed to be here. Now here like the grandmother and grandfather, well his grandfather supposed to come get the child, exchange and pick it back up. Because it was his understanding that he can be able to, well from what he explained, so like he was under pressure that he could come see the child between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. That's what it was, 4 p.m. and 6. That's when the grandfather supposed to come pick the child up. But he was under pressure. He could come visit the child. Which he didn't say he couldn't, but the mother's here now, so. Yeah. It didn't say he couldn't. Yeah. Yeah.
He basically has the same order.
If you turn it to sideways and zoom it in, he gone.
So your phone? Oh.
Yeah. You can zoom it in like this.
So he's Christopher, she's Chelsea. Okay, alright. So, I gotta turn my radio down. So, her parts, she minor child. Where's the child Teasley, Christopher?
Back there.
Okay. Shall be entitled to visitation with a minor child. Thursday would start time 1600 to 1800 and ending on Sunday, all visitation exchange will be facilitated by the minor's child's paternal and maternal grandparents. So both parties' parents shall be discussed through so they're the mediators.
Yeah.
For his campaign of contempt. So are the grandparents here?
No.
No. Okay. Then has he had face-to-face contact?
I'm not sure.
But he was. I don't know. I just know he was outside. He was standing by the car.
He's been standing by the car, so he thinks he can. So reading this line, but he didn't read the rest of it. It's ending on that all visitation. So yeah. So what that means is the grandparents get the child, and then like he goes and visit. But I don't see like it has to visit in public place or anything like that. So no contact, verbal, landline, cell phone, email, any matter, social media, or through third party. So we don't know if he's had any direct contact with her.
Yeah, so yeah, if he's been emailing her and he called her. I listened to it, so on her phone.
He emailed her and called her.
And called. Yeah. But face to face, I'm not sure about face to face right now.
No, there's no contact links, face-to-face, mobile, landline, cell phone, mail, email, texting, and all that. Did you get copies of that?
I did not.
When did he send them?
All that happened. She doesn't even live in Clarkston. All this happened.
That doesn't matter. Where does she live?
She won't give me
She
the
lives in
exact address.
Jefferson.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have those emails and stuff? When were they sent?
She has them. I don't have them.
Okay. Well, we need to clear window. Okay. So, where is he at?
He's right there.
Oh, that's him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, me and Earl talk to him and stuff. Go get the dates. Have him like send it to you.
Airdrop it to
You
me.
find what? Can't email them to you?
She can. I tell her to.
Okay, come. I'm gonna explain this to him.
He has read the same thing as his phone.
Hold on. I guess we need to talk away from the door, away from the kids. Oh.
First.
How you doing? I'm with you, Pope. I'm going to explain to you, okay? Until you believe you have visitation starting Thursday. Okay, so that says that one sentence. If you go down, start 24, 6 p.m., all visitation will be facilitated by the minor's child's paternal and maternal grandparents. So in other words, they're the mediators, they're the go-betweens.
And I can't get in touch with her mom. She got me
Okay.
blocked, and she don't talk to my mom.
You're not legitimized or anything like that, right? No
Not yet. I'm in the process.
Right,
That's
okay,
what
but nothing's signed by a judge.
that court order.
As far as your legitimized rights as his father.
No.
Okay, all right. So in that case, your mother has, in fact, she has primary custody, all legal decision makings, all that stuff. Okay, by default. So, with you being here, okay, without the because my understanding is you didn't understand that.
That's not true.
Oh, so you understand the whole thing? Because right now you violate it.
No, sir. This is just what's been going on every week. You know, so like I've been picking them up every week until she tries to come in early to get them so I can't see him.
Okay.
So that's her violating.
All right. Well, right now we're here dealing with this.
What is this, though?
Okay. This is means no face-to-face contact, verbal, landline, texting, all manner of social media have a part
Correct.
of a child.
Okay, let's deal with that. She showed up when she wasn't supposed to. I don't know how that affects me at any time. It's her showing up. It's my day. She know that.
Okay, well, I'm trying to explain it to you.
Okay, sir.
Right now.
Mhm.
Okay, as we stand right now, all right? If you read a little bit past that sentence about visitation, the grandparents, either set has to facilitate the visitation.
Okay, so can she get her parents down here?
I don't know how that works. It doesn't say
'Cause
anything
it
about
does.
that.
She only wants to follow it when she's breaking it.
Okay, then
That's-
that's when she's breaking it, or
Yeah.
you're breaking it?
I'm not breaking it.
Yes,
I'm
you are. Right now you are.
to you, sir, but it's been happening every week.
Okay, that doesn't
I
matter.
pick him up every week. So you saying I've been breaking it every week?
If, according to this, if the grandparents are not facilitating the exchange,
For both sides. So for both sides, since grandparents aren't facilitating for
but
both
she
sides.
has, like I tried to explain to you, I'm trying to explain to you, okay? Like the child is hers to decide what to do. You have visitation only within the parameters as it's set forth here.
And are the parameters not
Right now, they're not being met because the grandparents are not here to facilitate.
Do you know why the grandparents are not
That
here?
I do not know.
Because she doesn't want to meet us halfway.
Okay.
Halfway
if,
is
if
2
that's
hours.
the case, if right now the ball is not in your court, you're stuck on this visitation thing.
That's why I'm trying to see him at daycare instead of from her. She can't stop me from seeing him. Just for
if it's
taking
outside
him.
of this order, yes, you can.
What's outside the order though, sir?
Right? Because right now, all visitation.
Does it say respondent is entitled to visitation?
It says, yeah, all visitation exchange will be facilitated by the minor, paternal and maternal grandparents.
Right.
Any issues related to visitation shall be discussed through the paternal and maternal grandparents.
Which doesn't happen.
Well, right now, that's something you got to take up when you go to legitimize or when you go to get custody or get your visitation or whatever the case may be.
So right now, I mean, you wouldn't care. You wouldn't know. I ain't seen him in a month. I'm not finna leave here without seeing him at least.
Okay. I do care because I'm taking the time to try to explain this to you so you don't make anything worse.
That's why I'm trying to play within the ballpark. But if she
Right now, you're not in the ballpark.
That's only
You're
because
standing
she
out in the
showed
parking
up,
lot.
sir.
Okay?
I'm standing out in the parking lot.
Yeah, you're not in the ballpark. You're standing out in the parking lot.
That's just because she's calling y'all to say
Okay,
this.
I get that.
So if she's making me look like the bad guy, and y'all come in and say, well, you're following, you're not doing this, you're not doing that.
Right, you're not following.
Y'all are thinking that I'm a bad guy.
No, I'm not thinking you're a bad guy. What I'm thinking right now is
617.
you read one line and didn't read the rest of it.
I've been going through it for 4 months.
Okay, well that's something you have to take up with the court.
Right, so what are we doing about this scene?
Okay, well, right now you're not going to get to see him.
I can't leave without at least seeing him walk past me. They haven't asked me to leave, and I'm not going anywhere until I can see him. That's my sign. But she covered his face so he wouldn't see me, because she knows he wants to go in. So I'm not gonna keep playing with him how she plays. That's not. So I hate to seem like an asshole to y'all.
No, it's
But
gonna
I'm
be
just-
what it's gonna be. Let me see what Brown got.
Oh, this is his phone.
Oh. Never getting that sucker out crazy, man. Crazy woman. I ain't no regular woman.
We're going by what the paper says.
Sometimes. We do sometimes.
No, I'm saying that's what we're going by as of right now.
I'm just saying.
Oh.
If y'all going by the paper, that means I'm supposed to be where I'm at. Just like Miss Stacy came out and said that I'm supposed to be at the daycare.
No, well, on the paper it says, when he said that part about the grandparents supposed to facilitate, basically they come here and they pick your child, and I guess if you're nearby somewhere.
If it's an issue, they do that, right?
Huh?
But if it's an issue, they facilitate the issue.
I mean, but us, before that, it says y'all not, you and the child's mother not supposed to have no contact like at all.
So she shouldn't have showed up. She knows it's my day. I don't know what she wants to do. That's her fault.
So the email, my lieutenant's talking to him right now, trying to explain to him the order. Can I see those emails?
Yeah.
And can you send them to me?
Yes.
That he's been sending. You say he's been sending emails.
One email, 2 voicemails.
So when is the email sent?
The email was sent on August 1st. I forwarded it to my attorney or my paralegal for the custody case. I'm like, hey, does this count as them dropping the case? And they were like, no. So that's where you see this being sent to. And she's like, no, they didn't drop it.
Okay.
So I can forward this to you.
I mean, and not if it's worth anything. And remember, in the transcript at the last hearing we went to,
Close
it
the door.
gives the
Voice notes.
Shy, close the door, babe.
and I was just saying,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he can hear you, Mama.
oh, and officers, I was saying, as you're gonna see the email that's sent on August 1st, if you read the transcript, which is very short, from the last hearing he just went to, he gives the court his email address because the court emails the most recent order, which the only thing changed was the timing of the return of the visit of the minor child. But he gives the court. So there's a record of his email address, and it's in that transcript. So he can't deny that it's not his email.
Okay. I hear you. Can I actually read the email as well?
Read it.
Yeah.
Send this.
Yeah.
Mommy, that's yours, Mommy. Mommy,
Yeah.
I like your hat, Mommy.
Thank you, baby.
But, child, what kind of shoes you got on today? Do you have on some new shoes?
Mm-hmm.
What color? What color are your shoes?
Read the email or send the second voicemail. Which one do you want to do first?
Send the second voicemail first. When was the voicemail sent?
The first one was July 21st. The second one, it didn't go through. Address not found.
Mommy.
What is the email?
A Brown
Mm-hmm.
at City of Clarkston.
Mommy.
Yeah,
Can I
babe.
go to Mommy, can I go to the excavator, Mommy?
Not right now, baby. I'm sorry.
Second one was sent, right?
Yeah, the second one went through.
The voice note. When was the second one sent?
The first one was July 21st. The second one was July 30th. And then I got the email on August 1st. July 21st, I think was the first time that he showed up and was supposed to be there. August 11th is the second time he showed up. So August 11th is the most recent event prior to today.
Okay.
And then I'm about to reach you video. Charlotte, sit on your bottom. Hey, I think it's best if I just drop this legal matter. I just don't have the compassion to fight, only to make sure Charlotte is safe, and he is. You can push for child support. I won't fight it. I just want to be there for him any way I can. Confirmation of this email is all we need, and I'll give some money to you the weeks I am paid. Thanks for taking care of him. You're the world's greatest mom. Our past doesn't define us. Charlotte's dad. And so all of this, like, do you need something? You know, just confirm this email. You're trying to bait me into saying something to make it seem like, oh, she don't need the restraining order. See, she's talking to me. She wanted, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's using this as a weapon. Again, that whole bitter baby mom thing. It's not it. Like, it was like a month of harassment before I even went to go get. It wasn't until my place got broken into twice back to back, which is how I was even able to move, that I went and got the restraining order. Like, because I care so much about their relationship, I didn't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I was taking so much stuff that is not appropriate behavior and it's illegal and it's abusive.
Over 200 officers, he called her 200 times in one day. Over 200 times calling. And one in a 24-hour period. Somebody's mental state is not in its best place to do that. And she still didn't want to go see a protective order.
So my lieutenant is outside talking to him, explaining to him the what you sent me, because he has the same thing on his phone. I believe it's both of you grandparents that's supposed to.
But that was not the agreement, sir, and I have the transcript. I can send that to you as well. While the language may be vague, his parents are supposed to be meeting with me. My mother lives in South Carolina, and his parents are in Georgia as well. My parents are out of state. The judge would have never said, oh, these out-of-state grandparents need to be driving over hours to me. That's not what that means. It does say facilitation, as in communication. That's open, but facilitation is a vague word. It doesn't mean that they have to be physically. My parents.
I'm sorry. 623.
I see.
I made it.
Yeah.
You guys can come to the front a little bit. I'm not gonna let y'all go outside, but to the front a little bit. I'm pretty sure he just made him leave. But instead of me coming up
Can I get a police escort home? I'm not far.
home, I'm not. Probably, but let me.
Oh, fine.
I don't want to tell you yes or no until I talk to you.
They don't want him on the property.
No. I believe she has the same order too.
Okay. Here's your phone.
Yeah. That's
Okay. Did you get the emails and everything?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so when were the emails?
July 21st was the first voicemail. July 30th was the second voicemail. August 1st was the August 11th was the most recent violation when he showed up for the visitation exchange.
He showed up for.
Need to pick up my son.
It says the minor
Grandparents facilitation.
Right, he's not legitimized.
No.
And the only visitation that he has is what's within that. That has to be facilitated through the grandparents.
As in conversation, right? So like my parents.
It just says the parents have, so the grandparents pick them up, take them to the weekend. The kids, he's with the grandparents.
Yes.
All right, where's the manager at?
I'm right here.
You don't want him on the property?
I just, a lot of commotion, that's what I don't want. Because I got parents coming in.
Right now, he's refusing to leave. So if he refuses to leave, you're not wanting to trespass.
I mean, I guess we gotta get him to go. We gotta get him to leave. I can't.
Okay. So did you get a copy of all the emails and everything? Okay. What has he spoke to you today? Called you today?
He said something on my way in. I didn't even answer. I just kept shaking.
What did he say on the way in?
I don't know. I heard his voice and I just kept walking. I didn't even know he was here when I pulled up. I didn't notice that he was here. I just pulled up and came, and then I heard something call out. I turned around, it was him, and I came inside behind another parent. I just kept walking.
Okay, so he's still communicating with you today.
He said something, yeah. I don't know what he said.
He wasn't through the grandparents.
No.
You got the email past date when that was signed or whatever? Did you get a copy of them?
I have the Keisha Dixon, right?
I'm sorry.
Keisha Dixon?
Lyles Cleo.
It's voicemail, email. August 1st is the last time he contacted him.
No, my phone might die. I changed from 3%, but I'm interested.
Who's Shiloh?
My son.
Him? Into the order again.
He's still in the shower.
Right, so he's just been constantly harassing you.
Yes.
I'm giving the manager's information. I'm getting it. Yep.
Can I go back to the
You get it.
You need my ID?
Yes. And the phone number.
My cell phone number?
Mhm.
So what's going to happen?
You say you want a criminal trespass, so I'm gonna get a form. You wanna fill it out. He has to sign. You have to sign.
I don't, let me,
I don't know if you
let
wanna
me
try.
call the pastor of this church.
I don't know if you wanna go talk to him and tell him I don't want you here right now. You gotta leave. I'm not trying to criminal trespass you, but if you don't leave,
So yeah, just do that.
you gotta tell him that.
Oh, I just want to. Okay, let me just talk to him so he'll know that this is a church.
Mm-hmm.
Be smarter. She went now she going need a little bad night. She should be going to bed down there. This alienation. I ain't seen my son in I ain't doing that. This is the dominant.
I mean, no, I see how you trying to explain it. Like she should have came, but like now that like she is here
Knowing
though.
that I'm coming from 2 hours away. Knowing that I'm in already contact with Daycare. You know that? Because I do it every week. She didn't show it this week, but she kept it last week. And 3 weeks before that. I actually trying for it. That's what she think I'm gonna stop doing. She never had my dad. I just want to see him, man. Take him with me.
You can't take them with you.
Man, I had to call the police, bro. I ain't seen you. She told me to bring him back on Sunday, though. That's her thing. You know, I'm a follow rules, but I'm also not going to get tricked out my spot. I'm a cool dude, though, bro. I ain't aggressive either. Talking about TPO. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. What's your name? Earl?
Yeah.
Alright, Earl.
What?
I need a report, man.
Huh?
I need a report. I need you.
Oh, actually, can I see your ID? I'm gonna add it to my system that way.
I need a report to, you can't take my name, date of birth?
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
Jesus.
You got a picture of it?
Yeah.
Like I see a license number. That'd be very cool.
Yeah.
Alright.
No more.
I hope not. You gonna give me some work to do there. What's a good phone number?
706
Mm-hmm.
436.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Don't leave without no police report. That's what I do.
Exactly. All right, management's also telling me that they don't want you on the property, and you're still refusing to leave.
No, I would like management to tell me.
Well, they can tell us through us. They don't want to confront the person.
So if I call Miss Stacy, she gonna tell me to leave?
Well, right now you're in violation of that TPO.
I don't have a TPO, sir. I have a mutual restraining order. You have to understand that. She's gonna talk your head off to make it look like I'm doing something wrong.
Well, that's what it looks like. We're trying to explain it to you,
Well,
and you're saying I'm not going to leave.
It's just mutually, she has to not be here as much as I have to not be here. So if she knows that Thursday are my days and that I'm coming on Thursday, why would she show up on Thursday, sir?
You're under arrest. Right there. Run back. Can we record from the front? Yeah, we got body camera. Okay. I go. Oh man, let's get another pair here. We're getting 3.
Car running too, man.
Where's the keys and everything? Okay. But it's got to have a fob, right?
For my son? Oh no, it's on it. It's on the lane. It's on the lane.
Oh. Hold up. Damn, you need another one?
Why you grab me, bro? Why you just in safe?
Double lock.
No, I ain't got nothing in my safe.
I don't know.
That phone you got.
No, we gave you every opportunity to leave.
What you say it was?
Aggravated stalking.
How was that? Anybody answer?
So you're violating that TPO?
Don't have a TPO, sir.
Violating the protection order.
I don't have a protection order against you, sir.
Okay.
I have a mutual restraining order.
Mutual restraining order.
That she violated.
Special order.
Right, that's it. That she violated. Y'all see this
617
alienation, don't you? Y'all know this alienating, don't you? Alienating me from my child. That's crazy.
No, it said on the order, no physical, verbal, anything contact.
She showed up.
Okay, but she is here now. You're not supposed to have any contact. When she
After me. Y'all don't understand that. She showed up after me. Her grandparents are her parents too, y'all gotta treat mutually.
You got a copy of that, what you call it? The whatever, the paper she showed you?
When I get
In the
that
email?
call, man.
When you get to jail. Watch your knee.
That's gonna be, man, that's.
Well, try to, I don't want to hit it.
Hold on. I need my floats here. I'm 2 hours away, bro.
Okay, so what do you mean, need them here?
I need them on the way now.
Okay, you know a number by heart?
Yeah.
Right, here, you can put this in your, this is, what's the number?
702 436 8247.
And what's the name for who I'm talking to?
Jill.
That's your
My mom.
mom, okay. Hey, LT calling you. You just want me to let them know you're getting arrested?
I want you to tell her what's going on.
Alright.
I want you to tell her exactly what's going on. So I know too.
Okay. I'm putting on speaker so you get me. Put on speaker.
Yep.
Hey, his information on the call. I was about to give him a report. Anyway.
Listen, Mom.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, man. Are you Mr. Christopher's mother?
I am.
Alright. Well, he's being arrested right now for a violation of the family violence order, and charged gonna be aggravated stalking.
I don't have a family
I
violence.
understand that, but let me ask you a question. If he's there first to pick up his child,
I don't have family
she
violence.
pulls in and they have mutual restraining orders, is she not the one?
No, but on the order it says the grandparents are supposed to facilitate the change of custody of the child, and nobody, so they're not supposed to have any contact.
So listen.
Unless he's off of work and can pick him up. That was stated in a court.
It didn't say that on the paper though.
That's what they talk about. That's what they talk about.
He even said, I hope y'all have enough sense that if I'm not writing this down, that y'all can abide by this.
See? Y'all,
Okay, but
bro.
we have to go by like what's on the order.
Mutual
Like I
restraining
can't prove like what. I'm not saying you're lying. No, because we advised him that he wasn't gonna be able to take his son because she is.
Not take him, see him.
Okay.
See him.
Come and meet me right now.
That's
Because he's
told
supposed to get
you.
him at 4 o'clock.
I just told y'all. She don't want to meet
Okay,
us.
but
She don't want to do nothing, bro.
I have
Relax.
text messages I can screenshot and send you where she refuses to meet me and says that Trey has to come to the school and pick him up. Does that matter?
He's
I mean,
standing
she could say that he's supposed to come pick him up, but he can't do that. like a person safety.
But, so she can refuse to bring him to us. We can't come and pick him up, but we can't see him. I mean, I don't understand why she's getting to do anything she wants to do when the court order is for him to have his job.
Well, it sounds like you would have to file a motion order and contempt of the order then, and get a
We
hearing.
got a final hearing going already. But this is
we
what
we
she's
got
trying
one
to
that comes
do.
up in October.
That's what I'm saying, but that's what you would have to do about that, and then also because he's going through the process to get legitimized, but he's not fully legit. He's not basically is not signed.
So if
yet.
y'all take me to jail, that's not gonna be good.
Mediation.
That's not gonna be
And
good,
she's not
sir.
even doing that. So everything she says she's gonna do, she doesn't
That's not
do,
gonna be
and then
good.
hollers and calls the police
I don't want to do
and
that,
tries
right?
to
What
get
you
him
got
out
there?
when she's the one putting her hands
I
on
don't know.
him,
I can't
and
see
all
it.
he's trying to do is be a daddy.
I've been trying to tell them. They don't understand that.
No sense. This is why kids grow up without dads, because of this bullshit.
So, if she wouldn't have showed up, it wouldn't have happened. But that's her.
I mean, he's been coming there to get
I
him
told them.
because she told you to pick him up early.
It wasn't a problem. I was explaining to him that he can't have no contact with her. She's coming to get when she. Okay. Also, wait, just give me a
He
second.
was there.
Now, give me a second. The grandparents are supposed to facilitate the exchange. I listened. I heard you when you said that part. She doesn't want the exchange, but I'm talking about is it here right now? This. Well, let me come back to you. But I'm talking about is it here like now? Like I was trying to explain to him. Like yeah, he said. Well, he probably
Let me
did.
ask you this. If I come up there, does she have to give him to me?
I mean, we're not.
I'll drive
Yeah.
the 2 hours. I'm asking you. I don't want to come
Yeah.
all the way up there and then her not give it to me. So
I mean, I can't make her exchange one with
That's
you,
what
like I said.
basically she can do what she wants. Is what you're telling me.
That's exactly what they
Like,
say.
what is it? I would have to. Yeah, I would have to reread it.
She has to give him to me, but now you're telling me you can't make him, even though that's what the court order says. So tell me where.
Okay, I would have to look at that court order. When I
So
read
what-
it once, I didn't remember it verbatim where it says.
So what would
she
you
has
want me to do?
Say it again.
What would you want me to do?
I was trying to tell you that you couldn't see him today because she's here. She's about to leave us,
If
and
I
y'all can't
don't
have
see
any
him
contact.
today, sir, I won't see him. Y'all don't
It's
understand.
6 weeks, and
I
she's
don't
already been 2
live
weeks.
here. I don't live here. But hey, yeah, I'm telling y'all making a mistake. Y'all just ain't listening. Y'all think it's something different because
She
she
probably had
crying.
her little crocodile tears going over
She
there.
crying. That's what it is. She's crying. She told
I'm
them
going
that
off of what was on the order.
that they had the TPO out on me, Mom. Instead of treating it like a mutual restraining order.
But he keeps saying the order, but the order
So she should go to jail too.
grandparents.
She should go to jail right now. I need her locked up, sir. I need her locked up. That's this mutual restraining order. He can stay here. My parents will come pick him up. I'm not leaving.
He was already there.
So you're not leaving.
Sir, she needs to be locked up, just like me. It's
Put your knee
mutual
in there.
restraining orders now.
All right, just put your knee in.
Are you gonna mutually do it?
I'm about to figure the rest of this out. Put your knee in.
I need to listen to my case though.
Okay.
If
watch
you
it.
shut me out,
Move
this
your foot.
is it,
I'm
sir.
not shutting you out.
This is what you're doing. I'm
No,
listening.
I'm gonna close the door and then you can roll the window down and continue talking.
How I roll it down with no?
I said I'm gonna roll the window down and you can continue talking.
Okay, sir. It's just tight in here now.
You're in the back of the police car?
Yeah, handcuffed.
Yeah. Because the order says that they. Okay, I get what I heard what you're saying. The order says him and his child's mother not supposed to have no contact, and then on top of that, they put the daycare management at the property. They didn't want him here on the property. So then once they said he didn't want him on the property and relayed the information to him, he's still refusing to leave. Now he's trespassing. Also. That was the whole thing. I was advising him through the order. Yeah, the grandparents. Yeah, you're supposed to get him. I don't know specifically about that part where she's refused. Well, he probably did mention it along the way. We did a lot of talking, but versus what you said, the text message, I haven't seen any of that. Not saying you're lying about that part where she's refusing to exchange.
I screenshot it with her name and number.
Okay, but I'm explaining to you as of like now, he's not supposed to be here in proximity to her, and then he's refusing to leave.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
If he is on the property first, and he has a restraining order on her as well, now if only she has a restraining order, I get he would have to leave. But if they had a mutual restraining order, and he is already there, and she pulls in, how is that on him and not on her?
Because he's not, what it sounds like, he's not supposed to be like, he's really, well, besides what you said they've been doing, that's besides, like, as of right now, because that hasn't happened where I got caught. like I'm talking about right now today, but like the grandparents on that part, when you say he's pulled in the grandparents, when that line says the grandparents are supposed to facilitate, that's the part about that. The grandparents are basically, supposed to come take this.
One more thing. Do you understand what facilitate means? That means if I have to speak to her, if he's picking his child up where she's not there, there's no facilitating needed to be done.
Okay.
So if he goes to get his child, which he's done just about every week for the past 6 months, except for when she takes him and hides him, or 4 months, whatever it is, he's done. The people there know it. And now all of a sudden it's an issue because she comes up while he's there. That's what I don't understand. I don't understand how he's getting and having to be removed when she's the one that came up and whatever it is, she's the one not following order because he's got a restraining order.
I gotta go get her ID and stuff.
So as soon as she pulled up and he was there,
I think
she should have left.
so.
Is that not correct?
I'm sorry, I started.
A mutual restraining order, and you're at a party, and I come to that party, I have to.
Okay. I'm hearing what you're saying, but I know what I'm saying. I gotta, like I said, I literally read the order one time. Like I would have to reread it. I'm not like trying to be any type of combative or what do you call it. I have to reread it and be able to answer your questions if I read it. I really don't remember it verbatim. Hold on. Let me call you back in about like 20 minutes. I gotta finish the call. No, I am. Just give me. Well, hold on. Maybe my Seneca explained to me. She was just having questions about their wrists and if they both had a mutual TP frame restricting order. And I was trying to explain to him the part where he is violating it and grandparents were facilitating all that stuff.
Yeah, the grandparents have to facilitate. Also, he's been contacting her in violation of it.
He only is contacting her when she picks up that child when she's not supposed to.
Okay, well that's not, and I tried. Hang on. I honestly believe that he did not understand, and I even explained it to him. And even after we explained it to him, like you have to go through the grandparents, you can't be here. He's like, I'm not leaving. Then they were trespassing. So.
Okay, I understand what y'all are saying, but what y'all not understanding is, that is what the court order says, but it says facilitating. That's if they're meeting one another. They weren't meeting one another. He went there to pick him up like he's been doing for the past several months on a Thursday, because that's what she wanted. She refused to meet us on Thursdays. So he's been going to the school, and if he couldn't get on work, I would go. But either way, we've been going.
All that needs to be brought up in court. If she's communicating,
I get that, but the thing is, it's 6 more weeks. She's trying to alienate him for 6 weeks from seeing his child. But anyway, that wasn't the question. The question was, they have mutual restraining orders. If he is already on that property and she pulls up, why is that not her violating the restraining order? Because he was there first and she came in.
Okay, well it says the grandparents have to facilitate, and he's not legitimized. She has the child, so we go off that part about the visitation.
Okay, again, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking about the restraining order. Why, if he's already, it doesn't matter if he was there or if he was in the store. If she comes in and he's already there, why does she not have to leave? Why does she get to call the police and him be in trouble?
Okay, well that would be that would be his defense to the charge. So.
But y'all are going to take him to jail when he was there and then she's the one that violated him. And now, I mean, he's in a whole other town. We live 2.5 hours from there. So she knew he was coming. Not only did she not tell him that she was going to try to pick him up early, she was going to let him drive 5-hour round trip and just, for what? And now he's
Alright then now. I say that do we have to impound this vehicle? We got to impound
Ask
this
him,
vehicle.
does he want to leave it here, or does they want it to be towed to a, storage? Does he want it to be towed here and impounded, or if he wants to leave it here, then ask him if it's okay if they leave it here.
Okay.
And you can put the keys in property.
Yep.
Okay?
Alright.
Just make sure you get his authorization and.
I gotta make a couple phone calls to see what I'm gonna do with his vehicle, see if I'll leave it here and pound it or. Alright. Okay, I'm just letting you know, I gotta call you back. I'm sorry. I'm getting off the phone now.
Okay, I can't go there.
Well, she was laid out on the floor. That's why I wanted you to see that. You know, they come in here and play until we get the playground redone. So we're working on the playground right now. Okay. Hold on, Kelly. Yes.
Would it be alright if the guy his car stay here and says people come and get it, or do you just want us to stay here?
No, it's fine. It can stay
Sure.
here. Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
Alright.
Okay.
Hey Matt, I was gonna let you know your son's car is gonna be still here at the daycare, and then the key is gonna. You could just, well, if somebody's able to come get it.
We are, but not before they close. So how am I going to get the key?
No, I'm listen. I said the car is gonna be here at the daycare, but we have the key. We're gonna. All you gonna do is just either come to the police department. If nobody there, just call 911. Just let them know your son was arrested earlier, and you came to get the key from officer. Steady. I think it depends if they get him a bond when they get there. You call the head to see.
Okay, that's what I call. I'm trying to tell y'all, I live 2.5 miles away.
DeKalb County Jail is DeKalb County Jail. That's all you have to Google, and a number will pop up. I'm not gonna be able to tell you which number specific because they change all the time. But yeah, if you Google DeKalb County Jail.
Okay.
All right.
The agreement on paper is for the grandparents to come get him. Nobody's grandparents picked up, so the baby's supposed to stay here.
Baby's supposed to stay there. Why is my mom supposed to pick him up like that?
She's supposed to be here. You should have called your mom to come pick them up while we sitting there talking to you. Instead of you doing that, you're just going back and forth with us. Like, I'm not leaving until I see my son. Instead of getting your mom up here to come get him. Huh?
Yeah, right. How do you talk to somebody that don't talk?
What you mean?
How am I supposed to know? How is my parents supposed to show up if she don't talk to my parents? How am I just gonna not show up just because she's saying that I can't see her?
It's not her. What both of you guys I gotta understand, y'all have paperwork that say the grandparents are supposed to come get this child. So if your grandparents don't come get him, or your mom and dad don't come get him, her mom and dad come get him, it's going back to the mom. Because no grandparents are there. So and so yeah, regardless of the fact, we as officers have to go through the paperwork. Nobody's grandparents was there, so the child's going back to the mom.
Okay. Does it say that I'm responsible for entitled participation?
It does.
Okay.
Through the grandparents. That means your mom has to go get him. Her parents have to meet. Listen, that's what's on the paper. That's what y'all agreed to on the paper.
That's not what we agreed to.
That's what's on the affidavit. That's what's on the affidavit.
She make the rules, don't follow the rules, and then get somebody else.
You gotta take that you gotta take to court. You gotta take to court. Nobody's parents was there to get the child. So, were we supposed to just leave? We're supposed to leave the child there and make both of y'all leave?
Yeah, I have parents that will come and get me.
You should have did that and you wouldn't be in this predicament right now. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
You want my parents to raise my child.
No. If your parents, all your parents have to do is come get the child and give the child to you. So y'all need to switch up. Y'all need to switch up that court document. Y'all got to switch that then.
I'm going for primary custody, sir.
Until you get that, that's the court document. That we gotta go back to that.
You know, everything I'm doing.
They said aggravated stalking. So we have emails and.
You said to drop me off around the corner or took me.
No. You're not getting arrested for, well, you are kind of, yeah, for aggravated stalking. Do you understand why? Do you understand why? We have emails. August 1st, you emailed her. You're not supposed to have no email contact.
You know what this is about.
Listen, you asked me why you're getting locked up, correct? I'm telling you. You're not supposed to email her no matter what. You're not supposed to have no contact. We have voice notes of you leaving her voice notes.
Did you hear them?
It doesn't matter. You're not supposed to call her, period.
How do I get in touch with my child?
There's no email. You're not supposed to have no email contact. No.
How do I get in touch with my child?
Hold on.
You know what I do? I call them daycare.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have the child's name. I just got, well, it's the affidavit I got, but, and the date of birth. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh boy. Aggravated, which you're not supposed to do.
I'm not supposed to try to talk to him, see if he's okay.
You're not supposed to
The mother,
You're not supposed to contact her through email, phone, social media, nothing. So we're going by the paperwork. We're not going by word of mouth for both of y'all. I said we're not.
She's trying to take me out as a dad. And what do y'all just do to them?
Y'all have. So this is what I'm trying to explain to you, right? We're trying to explain to you that you got to deal with that in court. We have to go by the paperwork. Both of y'all paperwork say the same thing. You cannot contact her through email. You cannot contact her through phone, social media, nothing. Everything's supposed to go through the grandparents.
Earl said I was going for family violence or assault or stalking.
Aggravated stalking.
I've done none of that though. What's aggravated assault?
Aggravated stalking.
Aggravated stalking.
You keep contacting her and she's ignoring you, but you just keep contacting her.
She's not ignoring though. She gets her mom to text my mom. She's not ignoring.
She gets your mom to text her mom. That's what's supposed to happen. Grandparents. The grandparents are supposed to be doing everything.
Right now,
y'all not supposed to have no contact.
Her parents are never in her life. So why is somebody that has never been there for my child or the mother of my child gonna cause some shots in my life?
That's what y'all agreed to.
No, we did not.
You just showed me the paperwork and I saw the paperwork from her.
What an agreement is, that means both of us said yes. Not one of us being held against our
Your incident has been
and
updated.
The judge signed the paper.
because I don't have a right. Know that. But she know I wouldn't be. That's just her giving up her parents. You know what it looks like to put her
Yep. Do you want your car to stay in the parking lot till people come get it? Oh, I got the key. You want? Yeah, no.
If my phone show up, you don't get the key, they don't take me at the warehouse.
I gotta put this in. I'm putting your key in property, but
Will my car go on the impound if
yeah,
I don't?
if you don't want it to stay right there, it's gonna get impounded.
Yeah, I want it to stay right there. If it's not,
Alright, that's it.
Right
He wants to stay right there. All right.
I didn't see Lieutenant give Earl the little nod to grab me. That was funny, man. I see some shit new every day.
Yep.
But y'all can't do nothing about the family case. I had to get me for something else. That was crazy.
Or you could have just left like we was telling you to do. That's what you have to do.
No, you gotta.
Nope.
That's what I'm saying. You ain't get it.
I get it.
I only tried to avoid it. You ain't get it. That's fine though. Tell me about the jail process, bro. And I to give me a record.
I said a record?
Yeah.
Definitely. It's a felony that you got.
Sure. So how do I get her to get arrested today too? I mean that's the same.
How do you get her to get arrested?
Huh?
How you get her to get arrested?
Yeah, she just violated the mutual restraining order. She wasn't supposed to have no face-to-face contact with me.
How did I have face-to-face contact?
Why don't she show up too? Because she know I'm gonna be there.
I'm not getting into that. I don't know. Yeah, I gotta take that to court. Take it to court. That's all I got for y'all. Neither one of y'all was supposed to be there, from what my understanding. So how are you? You aren't. You aren't. The grandparents is in the paperwork.
I did doing it though. I can show you videos of me picking them up. I've been picking them up.
That's fine, but what we go through, we go by the paperwork. We don't go by what y'all saying. Oh, she's doing this, she's doing that. We're going by the paperwork. The paperwork is saying you're not supposed to be there. The grandparents supposed to have a baby.
The paperwork. That's what you're saying.
Yep.
But if she violated the paperwork, it doesn't matter. That's what you're saying.
She has the kid, right?
No. We mutually have it.
If the grandparents do what they're supposed to do, the grandparents are not doing what they're supposed to do. So
that's her fault. My parents do.
Like I said,
my parents go and meet her on Sunday.
that's a court thing you gotta deal with.
That's what it is. My parents meet her on Sunday, but she don't meet her.
Yep. Please type it so I can go home. The manager lady? I do not have hers. I didn't even know y'all was arrested. It's probably on that paperwork, so I'll look it up, and her birthday is on it too. It should be, so I'll put in the CAD. All right. Stand on this yellow line right there.
Okay, y'all, here are my final thoughts. Look, I'm going to be very transparent. At first glance, it looked like just another messy custody dispute. Christopher Teasley, a dad trying to pick up his son from daycare, court order in hand. His ex, Chelsea Lyles, showed up early to block the exchange. Police were called, tension soared, and body cam footage made it seem like Teasley was the one being wronged. He told officers, "I'm not leaving without seeing my son." To many, he looked like a dad fighting to stay in his kid's life. But then I saw he was denied bond 4 times. That got me thinking, why? Why deny bond so many times? There had to be more to the story. So I dug through the court documents, and that's when things got real. A troubling pattern emerged. Suddenly, it made sense why Chelsea was desperate to get her son away, why she didn't want to see Teasley, why she wanted to end the arrangements. I'll admit, I was on Teasley's side until I read his history. He wasn't just involved in one incident. There were 2 more. Run-ins with Chelsea at the same QT gas station. Police were called both times, both tied to custody exchanges. The district attorney laid it all out, a pattern of concerning behavior. So when Teasley was arrested in August 2024 and charged with aggravated stalking, the judge denied bond again and again, citing him as a danger to the community and a risk to the victim. Fast forward, he took a plea deal. Teasley pled guilty to a lesser charge, got 12 months probation and credit for over 5 months already served behind bars. He was ordered to have no contact with Chelsea, not in person, not by text, not on social media, except for co-parenting, which now has to go through a monitored court app. The judge made the temporary restraining order permanent. And just like that, the story changed. What started as a father versus mother standoff at daycare turned into something deeper. Repeat incidents, legal restrictions, and accountability. It's a reminder, not everything is what it seems. Body cam footage tells one story, court records tell another, and somewhere in the middle is the truth. And here's the truth no one wants to admit. Sometimes the villain doesn't scream or swing. Sometimes it's quiet patterns of control. Sometimes it's pain hiding behind paperwork. And sometimes both people are wounded, but only one is in danger. But the real tragedy is the child stuck in the middle of it all, while grown-ups turn parenting into war. This story isn't about sides, it's about safety. In family court, that's the only thing that matters. Let's never forget who these fights are really for, because every custody battle leaves a kid holding the pieces. So, before you judge a case by a single moment or a single body cam clip, remember, the truth is often more complicated than it seems. I'm Marcel from Atlanta Crime Files. Stay smart, stay steady, and keep uncovering the layers. If you like my content and want more, please help support the channel. Subscribe. I'm out.